Well, in some news that could be sheer heartbreak for auto buffs in Delhi, a Lamborghini Gallardo went up in flames this morning in South Delhi's Jasola area. The driver of the Italian supercar, which cost more than 2.5 crore rupees, managed to escape without any injuries. The fire began near the rear portion of the car, which houses its huge 5.2-litre engine. The rear half burned to cinders in a matter of just minutes. The Lamborghini, which went out of production in 2013, is of course the Gallardo rather. It went out of production, is Lamborghini's best-selling car model with over 14,000 units sold in its 10-year production run. Anindo joins us for more details. Anindo, if you could just first of all update us on what happened, what exactly was this incident all about?
Well, still the visuals are very dramatic, Avantika, but as you see, just news coming in that we don't have initial, just as far as initial reports are concerned. There were these two gentlemen were traveling from Sarita Vihar to Badarpur area, and when they were just under the Badarpur flyover, they detected flames, and the flames were like huge in black color. They stopped the car, they stepped out of the car, and within minutes they saw the car going up in flames. The car that cost more than 2.5 crores going up in flames in front of their eyes. So, they decided to film the whole incident just to claim, just to make sure that the claim of the whole insurance is settled easily. But the matter of the fact that the fact of that a 2.5 crore worth car going up in flames in front of their eyes is something very, very heartbreaking for them.
Oh, absolutely. We can see those huge plumes of smoke billowing out of the Lamborghini. Where exactly did this incident take place?
It took place just under the flyover of Badarpur. They were driving from Sarita Vihar to Badarpur. When they reached the Badarpur flyover, down under the Badarpur flyover, they detected the flames, and they decided to step out of the car to see what's happening and what's wrong with the car. And then only they realized within minutes it went up in flames. Had it been a minute or a couple of minutes later, it could have been fatal for the people who were traveling in the car as well.
Okay, we also have Yogendra Pratap from Auto Today. Yogendra, thanks so much for speaking to us. What do you make of this incident that has caught everybody's attention in the national capital?
Yeah, and especially when supercars go up in flames, everybody's watching. They're notorious for running people over and how people drive them. But this should be a one-off incident. There are lots of Gallardos on the road worldwide. These incidents don't happen normally. I mean, it could be anything from a rag of cloth left in the engine bay, soaked in some petrol, and the engine obviously getting heated up and then catching fire, or poor maintenance. I mean, if somebody was doing some maintenance and then not connecting fuel pipes properly. So there could be a number of reasons, but there's nothing inherently wrong with the car.
Why do you say that this could be an aberration and a one-off incident? Is it because it's also said to be one of the safest car?
No, it's not. As far as safety goes, I mean, most cars now don't catch fire like this. I mean, there have to be something wrong with them, something wrong with the maintenance, something that wasn't fixed properly, or something that was done that shouldn't have been done. So cars don't catch fire like this. This would have been in one-off incident, and I mean, maybe somebody can do some investigation and find out what exactly went
All right.
wrong. Yeah.
Speaking of investigations, Anindo, what are the investigations that have been put in place for this particular incident? And what about the driver of the car? Have you got any reactions from him? Luckily, I believe he escaped unhurt. Okay, we'll go to Anindo in just a bit. But if you could just tell us a little bit more about this car, Yogendra. I believe that it did go out of production in the year 2013.
So, that's just because cars like this have a production life. They are produced for 7-8 years, and then a new model comes in. It was replaced by the Huracan, which is Lamborghini's new supercar for the masses. They have the other model, which is the Aventador, which is more high performance model than this. And there's no reason, I mean, if you're thinking that, oh, it went out of production because there was something wrong with it or something like that, no, I mean, it just ran its normal life. These are exclusive cars. If you have just too many of them on the road, I mean, then people don't want to buy them either.
And they're also the fastest selling cars. I mean, Lamborghini, is of course the darling of most in the high profile circuit, especially in the national So many of them.
Ferrari is the big supercar name, and following that, if somebody wants to be even more exclusive, they buy Lamborghinis.
Okay, and speaking of this particular incident, like we're seeing on our screens right now, so what preemptive measures will be put in place? What will happen next now? Do we see the car manufacturers intervening into this and looking into the cause of the fire?
Yeah, so one good thing is that Lamborghini has a India office. They are not just operating through the grey market or through importers. So it belongs to the big Volkswagen group, and NSC has an office in India. They, I'm sure, are keeping tabs on what is happening. I mean, they will look into it, and we'll speak to them, and we can also find out what exactly happened from their perspective.
And what is the production and the sales of this particular type of Lamborghini in India? Like how popular is it really? I'm not really a expert when it comes to automobiles, but if you could just give some insight as to how popular is the Lamborghini Gallardo?
Cars like this, by being popular, we mean a few cars every month are being sold. And neither do the car companies in this case, nor do the people who are buying them want to come out in the open and say, oh, we are buying a car that costs 4 crore rupees or upwards of that. So exact figures are difficult to fathom, but yeah, a few cars every month are being sold.
Okay, Tutu Dhawan, who is of course also an autocar expert, joins us. Tutu, I was speaking to Yogendra Pratap, and he was calling this incident, as we can see on our screens, of the Lamborghini bursting in flames, an aberration, a one-off incident. Your views about this incident that we have just showcased on India Today?
Well, these you can't predict when this sort of a thing can happen. Usually these high-end vehicles have got a preventive on board, but sometimes even those preventive get overruled, and there are certain new technologies now, including the fuel injection system, which is a pressurized system, and in case there is a malfunction somewhere and a leakage, I mean, there is no respite for that. There is nobody who can save petrol being fired on the engine.
All right, Tutu and Yogendra, thank you both so much for getting us the very latest, and also throwing some light on the car itself and the model, and also sharing your insights and perspectives about this incident of the Lamborghini Gallardo bursting into flames. As you can see, this incident happened in the South Delhi area. Thankfully, though, the